Whilst many areas have seen plenty of very warm sunshine today, there have been some parts of the UK that have been very wet, and we've seen a fair few thunderstorms, and there's more thunderstorms to come over the next 24 to 36 hours too. The wettest conditions have been in the west today, a very wet day for Northern Ireland. The rain spiralling away from Wales through this evening, pushing into western Scotland. Still some hefty downpours around though through the course of the evening. Overall though, through the night that rain will tend to ease off as it trickles northwards, eventually arriving across the Western Isles. Still quite breezy, quite gusty out there through the evening, but again overnight those winds do tend to ease. The temperatures won't be dropping too far, however. A warm and humid night. These are the numbers in urban areas, many places staying in the mid-teens. So a humid start to what will be a very warm day for some on Friday. Again, many places fine and dry with some hazy sunshine, certainly through the morning. Much of the Midlands, eastern England, a good part of eastern and northern Scotland having sunshine. But further west, more cloud, and especially around the middle of the day, some beefy showers are possible across Northern Ireland, some thunderstorms possible here. And then we look down to the south for a further batch of stormy weather drifting northwards, initially getting into parts of South Wales and southwest England through the late afternoon, possibly one or two heavy downpours drifting up towards the Midlands. But again, a good chunk of England, southern Scotland will be dry for most of Friday, and certainly across the east it's going to be very warm indeed. Probably the peak of the temperatures in this current hot and humid spell. High 20s likely, small chance we could get to 30 Celsius. Not as hot elsewhere, still quite humid in many places, but with more cloud, temperatures struggling to get above the low 20s. And it will be cooler in the far southwest, particularly as the heavy downpours arrive here come the afternoon. And they don't stop here. We'll see one arm of them moving northwards and another batch tracking northwards from France, likely to affect East Anglia and the southeast during Friday evening. So Friday evening, particularly through the rush hour and in towards the later evening, some hefty downpours across the south. Difficult to pinpoint exactly where, but we do have thunderstorm warnings in place. In those yellow warning zones, the likelihood of a lot of rain falling in a short space of time. Hail, gusty winds, as well as the possibility of flooding from those hefty downpours. A lot of spray and surface water on the roads as well. Those heavy downpours will continue to march northwards. Some of the thundery showers across the east could spread out into the North Sea, but we are also continuing to see further downpours working across into North Wales and then into northern England, perhaps into parts of southern Scotland by the time we get to Saturday. Again, another pretty warm and humid night, as you can imagine, certainly across the south and southeast, with temperatures staying in the mid-teens. For Saturday, well, at this kind of range with these kind of thundery downpours, there's always a bit of uncertainty, but it does look as if we'll continue to see some heavy rain for Northern Ireland, parts of northern England, and spreading into Scotland, although again, perhaps easing off a touch as it does so. Further south, we could then spark some afternoon thunderstorms once the sun does come out, and it should brighten up across a good chunk of England and Wales, but say the potential for further thunderstorms to break out when it does so. Temperature wise, well, we'll be dipping down through the weekend. It won't be as hot, still feeling quite muggy I suspect on Saturday morning, but temperatures will be quite a bit lower for the afternoon. In fact, quite a pleasant afternoon across parts of the east. Temperatures in the low 20s, and we'll eventually start to lose some of that humidity, especially so as we head into Sunday. The low pressure bringing all the heavy downpours through Friday night and Saturday starts to drift away and takes away the humid air with it too. So turning a little fresher by Sunday. There'll still be a few showers around, but look at this. Ridge of high pressure building up from the Azores. That promises to bring quite a few of us some fine weather as we head into next week. But before we get there, plenty going on in the short term. So do stay up to date with the forecast. It's always a bit volatile when we've got thunderstorms. Do check out those weather warnings for yourself on our app and, of course, on our website. If you haven't done already, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel?